Dear viewers, in this video, we will learn about factorization of cubic polynomials. Now, this is typically a 5-mark question in class 9th paper. So let's see how can we factorize a cubic polynomial. Let us consider a polynomial f of x is equal to x cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6. Now, why is this a cubic polynomial? Because its degree is 3, and degree of a polynomial is basically the highest power of x in the polynomial. Here the highest power of x is 3, hence the degree of the polynomial is 3. अब इसके जब हम फैक्टर्स निकालेंगे तो हम इसका पहला फैक्टर निकालेंगे बाय यूजिंग ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड, और बाकी के फैक्टर्स हम निकालेंगे यूजिंग लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड. सो लेट्स फर्स्ट बिगिन विद ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड. ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड में हम x की डिफरेंट वैल्यूज f ऑफ x में पुट करेंगे और फाइंड आउट करेंगे वो x की वैल्यू जिसके लिए f ऑफ x 0 हो जाए. यहां पर हम x की सीरियली प्लस माइनस 1, प्लस माइनस 2, प्लस माइनस 3 इस तरह से वैल्यू पुट करते हैं. तो सबसे पहले हम पुट करेंगे x इक्वल टू 1 और चेक करेंगे क्या f ऑफ x इक्वल टू 1 के लिए 0 होता है. सो f ऑफ 1 वुड बी इक्वल टू 1 क्यूब प्लस 6 इंटू 1 का स्क्वायर प्लस 11 into 1 plus 6, and the answer comes out to be 24, which is not 0. Now we put x equal to minus 1. So f of minus 1 would be minus 1 cube plus 6 into minus 1 square plus 11 into minus 1 plus 6, which is minus 1 plus 6 into 1 minus 11 plus 6. So minus 1 minus 11 will make answer minus 12. And 6 plus 6 will give answer plus 12. So minus 12 plus 12 will make the answer 0. Since f of minus 1 is 0, so we can conclude that x equal to minus 1 is a 0 of this polynomial. And because x equal to minus 1 is a 0 of this polynomial, hence x plus 1 would be equal to 0. And therefore, x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. Now, to find out the another factor, we will divide this given polynomial f of x, which is x cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6 by x plus 1. Now, to perform the long division method, we have to take care of certain things. To perform this division, take into consideration the first term of the divisor. Now this term is known as divisor and this term is known as dividend. So consider the first term of the divisor, which is x, and consider the first term of the dividend, which is x cube. So we have to obtain basically x cube from x. So we have to decide one term for the quotient, which when multiplied by x will give you answer plus x cube. So that term obviously is x square. But now x square won't multiply only x because the entire divisor is x plus 1. So x square will be multiplying the entire divisor x plus 1 and will give the answer x cube plus x square. So we write x cube plus x square here. Now the next step of the division, we will subtract this term. So minus into plus will make the answer minus here. Minus into plus will make the answer minus here. So x cube and minus x cube will be cancelled. Since this plus has been changed to minus, so now positive x square has been converted into negative x square. So plus 6x square minus x square will give you answer 5x square. The other two terms will be copied down as it is. Now again, we will pay attention to the first term of the divisor and the first term of the dividend, which now is plus 5x square. Again, determine the term which has to be used in the quotient to be multiplied with x to give you answer 5x square. That term is plus 5x now. So plus 5x will multiply the entire divisor and the answer would be 5x square plus 5x. We will again perform the next step of the division, that is the subtraction. So minus into plus will make the answer minus here. Minus into plus will make answer minus here. These two terms will be cancelled off. And 11x minus 5x will give you answer 6x. And this 6 will be copied down as it is. Now, Again, we have to determine the term for the quotient, which when multiplied by this x will give the answer plus 6x. So that term is plus 6 now. But obviously, this plus 6 will multiply the entire divisor. And so the answer would be 6x plus 6. Again, perform the next step of the division. Subtract the terms. The signs will obviously be changed. And the remainder comes out to be 0. Now, using the rule for division, that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, we get f of x is equal to, the divisor here was x plus 1 and the quotient is x square plus 5x plus 6 plus 0. So finally, the polynomial can be written as the multiplication of the two expressions, x plus 1 and x square plus 5x plus 6. But as I have said earlier, a cubic polynomial will have 3 factors, and here we have received just 2 factors. So to find out the other 2 factors, how will we proceed? We are going to factorize this x square plus 5x plus 6 using splitting the middle term method. So this can be split up as 2x plus 3x and then plus 6. Taking out x common from first 2 terms and 3 common from next 2 terms, the answer comes out to be x plus 1. And again, taking out x plus 2 common from these 2 terms, the entire polynomial x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6 can be written as the product of x plus 1, x plus 2 and x plus 3, which are the 3 factors of this given polynomial. Now here, I would like to bring into your notice one fact which will help you to cut down your calculations. Please pay attention to the signs of the given polynomial f of x. Now here you have positive sign, again you have here positive sign, and again you have here positive sign. When all the signs of the polynomial are positive, then any positive factors x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3 will never be able to make this polynomial f of x as 0. But negative values of x will definitely help to make this f of x is equal to 0. So you can just start substituting the negative values of the x and you can just skip the positive values of the x for finding out the first factor using hit and trial method. This will save your time in examination. Now let's begin up with another question on the cubic polynomial factorization. Let us consider another cubic polynomial. F of x is equal to x cube plus 2x squared minus x minus 2. Now, if I substitute x equal to 1 here to find out the first factor using hit and trial method, I get 1 cube plus 2 into 1 square minus 1 minus 2 as the value of the expression, and plus 2 minus 2 will cancel out each other here. Plus 1 and minus 1 will cancel out each other here, and the answer would be 0. So here, the first value of x that we have substituted in f of x has given us the value of the entire polynomial 0. So we can conclude x equal to 1 is a 0 of polynomial f of x. So x minus 1 is equal to 0. Hence, x minus 1 will be the first factor of f of x. Now we will go for the long division method to find out the next factor. We will divide the entire polynomial using the first factor obtained, that is x minus 1. Again, the same procedure. We will have a look at the first term of the divisor and the first term of the dividend. We want to obtain x cube from this x. So in quotient, we have to select the term x square. Obviously, this x square will multiply this entire divisor, and the answer comes out to be x cube minus x square. Next step of the division, that is subtraction, the signs will be changed. This plus will be turned into minus and this minus will be turned into plus. Just cancel off these signs here so that there is no confusion. Now plus x cube and minus x cube will nullify each other. 2x square plus x square will give you answer 3x square. Again the same step. We have to obtain 3x square using this x, the first term of the divisor. So we have to select plus 3x in the quotient, but obviously plus 3x will multiply the entire divisor. So the expression obtained would be 3x squared minus 3x. Again perform the next step of the division, that is the subtraction. Signs will be changed. Plus 3x square minus 3x square will cancel out each other. Minus x plus 3x will be 2x minus 2. Again, the next term would be, for the quotient, would be 2. So your answer would be 2x minus 2 here. The signs will again be changed. Plus 2x minus 2x will nullify each other. Minus 2 plus 2 will nullify each other. And the answer would be 0. Again, using the law for division, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So the polynomial f of x is equal to, divisor is x minus 1 and quotient is x square plus 3x plus 2 plus 0. So to find out the other two factors of this cubic polynomial, we will go for splitting the middle term method in the second expression. So that would be x square plus 2x plus x plus 2. X taken out common will give answer x plus 2 here. 1 taken out common from the last two terms will again give answer x plus 2 here in the bracket. Now taking out x plus 2 common from both the terms, we will be able to obtain the other two factors of the cubic polynomial. Now this is how the factorization of the cubic polynomial is done. Let us consider one more example on the factorization of the cubic polynomial. This is one more variation that usually comes into your examination. Factorize x cube plus 13x square plus 31x minus 45, given that x plus 9 is a factor. So we have to factorize this expression x cube plus 13x square plus 31x minus 45. And we know that x plus 9 is one of the factor of this polynomial, this cubic polynomial. Since we are already given one of the factor as x plus 9, we don't have to go into hit and trial method because one of the factor is already being given. We will just go for the long division method. So x plus 9 will divide x cube plus 13x square plus 31x minus 45. So the entire f of x can be written as divisor into quotient plus remainder. Just go for splitting the middle term method for the second expression. Taking out x common from the first two terms and minus 1 common from the next two terms. And now x plus 5 common from these two terms. We have obtained the factorization of the cubic polynomial. So this is how you can practice out the questions on finding out the factors of a cubic polynomial, and you can confirm a perfect score of 5 in these questions in your examination. Thank you very much.